Hello everyone, welcome to this ultra satisfying Yin Yoga practice. In this video, I'll guide you through a full body sequence of relaxing postures that's specifically designed to relieve stiffness, rewire the brain, and rest the body. Welcome back to Devi Daily Yoga and the Yin Yoga Challenge, where this is day number 7. And you won't need any props for today's practice, so just go ahead and roll out your mat because practice begins right now. We'll begin lying down on the back and hugging the knees in. And as you hug your knees in, you can choose whether the hands come to one knee with each hand, or whether you clasp around the knees, or even go a little tighter, hold opposite forearms or opposite elbows. You want to begin to feel just a gentle stretch in the back. And here you could rock side to side to lengthen your lower back near the ground, and then tuck your chin a bit to lengthen the back of the neck. And now draw the breath in to the belly and the heart, and exhale. Allow your spine to soften. Relax your jaw and your throat. Relax your shoulders. And feel yourself arriving here on your mat, arriving in your practice. Feel the welcoming embrace of the floor as it rises up to hold your weight. Take a breath in again. Let it go. Release your feet to the floor. We'll come into figure 4 pose, taking the left ankle over the right knee. Pull the right leg in towards you. Clasp behind the thigh or in front of the shin. And feel free to use support under your head, which makes this pose a little easier sometimes. You can choose whether to flex the foot or relax the foot. Different people like it different ways. What we are going for is this stretch of the left glutes, the left buttock. Let your body soften and relax here as you breathe gentle and slow breaths. From here, we will cross the knees as tight as they can go for twisted roots, which is our twist variation with twisted legs. You might be able to tuck the toes under the ankle as well, but not everyone can do that. So either way is okay as we take both legs to the side. And now adjust your body as you extend your left arm out to the side. Make yourself comfortable. And if you need to use props, you could have a bolster or a block or even 2 blocks under your feet and under your knees. And if crossing in this way just doesn't feel good or isn't happening for you, go ahead and do this twist with the knees simply stacked on top of each other. And we've been exploring that first easier version of the twist. So notice the difference here. How does your spine feel Is it a deeper twist? Are you feeling it in a different place? And wherever you are and whatever you're feeling, breathe slow breaths in and out. Slowly now release the legs, untwisting and bringing their body back to center with bent knees. And right ankle over the left knee now. Draw the left leg in towards you. Hold behind the thigh or in front of the shin, whichever is the best place for you to feel the stretch now in the right buttock. Breathe into what you feel. Slowly now cross the knees tighter and maybe cross the ankles as well as we take it over to the side in our twisted roots position. Right arm out to the right. Option to just have both knees on top of each other once again if it's too intense. Breathe in and out. And slowly release, come back up to the center, and take your feet to the edges of the mat for some easy windshield wipers. Knees to the right, head turns left. Inhale up and over to the other side. The key to windshield wipers is having the feet pretty wide, and then we can get this knee that's dipping in toward the midline to give us a nice front body stretch. Side to side a couple more times. Good, let's bring it back up to the center and draw the knees in to roll over to the side and slowly and gently make your way up into a seated position for half butterfly, for full butterfly, I should say, and then half butterfly. So full butterfly, sitting with the soles of the feet together, your choice if you're up on a cushion or a folded blanket, and you can choose to hold the ankles or hold around the toes or rest hands on the floor. And as we come forward, you may very well want to support your head with a prop or even your chest with a bolster or a bolster piled on top of blocks or just a couple of blocks under the head. And once you are resting in a comfortable, a relatively comfortable position where you feel a stretch in the inner thighs and perhaps back in the spine as well, and let yourself surrender into the reality of stillness here. Slowly release, butterfly. And now extend your legs forward and take the hands behind you on the floor for our upward facing plank. We'll have the palms pressing into the ground. You can angle the fingers whatever way feels okay and very supportive on your shoulders. Usually it's fingers pointed forward, but for some people, fingers pointed out works better, or even pointed toward the back. And we're just going to lift up through the hips, engage the glutes, engage the thighs, send the head back, and lower the legs back down. We'll come right into half butterfly with the right leg bent, left leg forward. So we just did butterfly pose, and the target area was the inner thighs and the lower back. But when we do half butterfly, you might think it has the same target areas, but no. Just like with many yin poses, the half version of a pose has a different target area than the full version of a pose. So in this case, we move our target to the hamstrings of the extended leg, left hamstrings. Arrange any blocks you'd like or bolster under the head, the chest. Place your hands on the floor or on the leg or on the foot. And settle in for a nice, easy, gentle stretch of the back body on the left side. Slowly release the pose. Slowly change legs, right leg forward, left leg in. Adjust on your sitting bones, however you need to be comfortable coming forward over this leg. Slowly come up from half butterfly. Draw the right leg in, cross the ankles, and come forward into hands and knees. And we'll move through some cat and cows to feel the energy moving through the spine. Let's inhale into the back bend, into cow pose, and exhale round the spine. I always find myself wiggling my hips throughout cat and cow because it just feels good to move that sacrum energy. Let's inhale back into the back bend. Good, and now we come back into the rounded spine and perhaps wiggling the tail all the way through. Let's one more time back bend it. And one more time around it. Good. Let's come down onto the elbows and forearms and make our way into Sphinx pose. You're welcome to come into seal instead. In Sphinx, your legs can be shoulder width or closer together, hips width. It will be more intense closer together. You could even go out wider, as wide as your mat, if you want it to be less intense. Finding just the right distance between your legs and enjoying this feeling of a back bend after our forward bends. Deep breath into the low back. Exhaling, feel the sacrum softening down into the body. Relax the legs. Breathe in and out. Slowly now release down. Press the hands into the earth to lift your hips up and back into child's pose. And feel this counter stretch to Sphinx pose, bending the back the other way. Let's slowly bring it up now, or come onto your back for Shavasana. We're going to finish with a meditation, so you can join me seated or lie down and get a nice deep rest. Use a cushion under your seat if you'd like. Make yourself comfortable with any props, any support. And as you take your next breath, allow it to fill you entirely. Exhale. And take your most satisfying breath that you can now into the body. And a satisfying exhale. Continue to rest here as you hear the words of this sutra that is about satisfaction and fulfillment. Sutra number 8. Rest the attention easily in the forehead, in the eye that is made of light. Cherish the delicate energies glowing there. Allow attention to inquire upwards into the radiant space above the head. The small self enters delicious omnipresence. This it remembers and knows as its truth. Gradually, the luminosity of that truth fills the body to overflowing as it rises through the crown of the head into a shower of light. End of sutra. Take a full breath in and let it go. We'll bring the palms together to chant Om 3 times. Breathe in. Continue to rest here in stillness for as long as you'd like. We'll close this practice here. Namaste. I hope you feel amazingly peaceful and satisfied after this practice. If you feel you need to rest in stillness and quiet for a little longer, you might pause the video at this point. I want to thank you for practicing with Devi Daily Yoga. Be sure to move slowly and gently into the next part of your day. And if you liked this video, please hit the thumbs up and subscribe to my channel where I have over 200 Yin Yoga videos organized into helpful playlists. And if you're serious about deepening your knowledge of Yin Yoga, you might check out my online Yin Yoga teacher certification program. I also have a yoga membership site where my community of yogis follows a weekly calendar with me, and you can find links to these things in the description box below. This class has been part of the 30-day Yin Yoga Challenge, and if you haven't signed up for the challenge, you can sign up at challenge.devidaily.com. Starting on the day you sign up, you'll get daily emails with a direct link to the video of the day to help keep you on track with the program. And you'll also immediately receive a calendar along with a PDF guide for the program and a posture gallery. So I look forward to seeing you in the next one, and until then, I hope the rest of your day flows beautifully.